So this is my spa night skincare routine for my blemishes and my acne prone skin. It's pretty intense, but it's fun. I like to set aside at least an hour to do it. But it's a lot of fun, like I said, and let's get started. So the first thing I do is I wash my hands with soap. As you can hear the water running. And then after I wash my hands, I turn on my steamer. So while my steamer's going, I steam my face, and then I wash it with my Murad Essential Cleanser. And I'm doing this over steam. Just get that in there. My skin's a little moist from the steam. And then I go ahead and make sure to steam all those blemishes. Okay, once that's all done, I just rinse my face. Now I dry my hands with a towel, but I don't dry my face with a towel. I take cotton pads and I pat my skin dry. I have really sensitive skin. Any little bit of bacteria, dirt, it just sets it off and I break out. So I have to try and use individual use things. Okay. Make sure it feels nice and dry. Then I take my Mio microdermabrasion tool that I love. It comes with these little microdermabrasion heads. It also has some suction ones. Before I use it, I always clean it with alcohol. Really important to keep your stuff clean, especially when you have acne prone skin. What I do is I turn it on to high, makes a little noise for suction, and I just take that over, and in certain areas, like in the forehead area, I brush it in this upward direction. So I just go around and get a lot of little breakouts in this area for some reason. I don't take any hair off of the area above my eyebrow, because if I do, well, it'll end up in me breaking out. I have like crazy sensitive skin. So I just take it in the upward direction here. I guess you kind of follow the lines of the face, like where you don't want wrinkles. So go in the opposite direction of the way things would sag if you were to have wrinkles, and lose some elasticity in the skin. And you never want to have a little bump here, and that's from like removing hair, because I do grow a lot of facial hair, and I do get melasma. I have PCOS, so it tends to result in those kind of things. It can be a hassle. So yeah, so I turn that off. Now that I'm done with that, holding down the power button, and look at all that I got out of there. It's gonna gross you out. See that? All that was just sitting on my skin. And I clean this out every time after use. So I clean that out first, and I put a new filter in there. So then I turn my steamer back on, and I like to rinse my face one more again with my cleanser. Okay, so I've rinsed with steam, and now I'm just gonna rinse all that off. Steam really helps everything to penetrate, and it makes it much easier to perform an extraction. Now that I have my skin adequately steamed, I use my Comodov extractor, and I just gently extract. Nothing crazy. Now that I've extracted everything and my pores are wide open and I think I've gotten out all the gook, I take my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe and cucumber. I'm like trying to read this backwards, but it's a facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. And the cold oh my God, it smells like a spa, like if they took a spa and put it in a bottle. But the cold really, really feels so good because I've had the hot steam on my face. I've also had, like, you know, the scratchiness of the microdermabrasion tool, of the Mio. So this really, really feels good. I really, really like it, and I definitely recommend this portion. And then it came in a duo with the cucumber tonic mask. So really all I'm doing right now is sucking out any additional impurities, and then also closing my pores, tightening my pores, and then calming my skin down after I've done all this irritating stuff. And yes, I pretty much do the mask every single night. I've noticed a difference. Like, my skin was looking really bad and I had a ton of bumps, and now I'm kind of down to like this little guy here. So I'm really happy with it. It's not perfect, but I've never had perfect skin, and it's just something I have to deal with. But I feel like, you know, I'm starting to get a hang of it, and I'm happy with it. And I'm really, really happy with this regimen. It makes such a difference. So I'm just applying that cucumber mask, and it feels really, really good. I actually use this day and night. And once again, I feel so girly doing stuff like this. I remember watching my mom. She's like super, super, super into skincare, and she'd always like take me to spas. We lived in LA for a little bit, and we would go to the Korean spa and stay there all day long. And she would get so many treatments, and then we'd buy all the products and take them home. And, you know, even if we didn't go to the spa, we would make a little spa inside. She would like hotbox not with marijuana, but she'd hotbox the bathroom with steam from the shower. And we would have little spa days in the shower. Total waste of water, but it was fun. It was worth it. So great memories. So I've always kept that kind of stuff with me. You know, it's really important, I think, no matter what you do for a living, you should have a time in your day that's just for you, and that makes you feel beautiful and loved and cared for and important. And for me, that's the time that I spend in the bathroom at night and in the morning before work, you know? And I think that quarantine is actually a really good time to get to know yourself and love on yourself. So I think it's worth it, and I don't think anyone should ever take that away from you. And I think we're so blessed. Like, you know, I feel so blessed that this is even something that I get to do, that I can take this time for myself, that I can take an hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, and just love on myself. Not everyone has that opportunity, and I think if you have the opportunity, you should definitely take it, because it's yours and you deserve it. You work hard every day. Every day that you get up, you're working hard. So before I say my prayers to go to bed, this is something I enjoy doing. It really relaxes me. It settles my mind, and it's nostalgic for me. It reminds me of hanging out with my mom and doing stuff like that, you know, so I love it. So I let this sit on my face for like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna wash off this cucumber tonic mask. It's sufficiently dry, but before I wash it off, the first thing I do is I spray the facial spray again to get my face nice and moist and to kind of break up the mask. That was a weird face that I just made. And then I go ahead and rinse my face again. And it's dry and rinsed and everything's off. I now do my chemical exfoliation. And for that, I'm using this. And this is Murad Replenishing Multi-Acid Peel. And it's a part of the Resurgence line. So it's a little stingy, but it's not terrible. And I only do this like every other day, sometimes only once a week, to be honest with you, because it can be a little strong. If I feel my skin getting sensitive, I put a kibosh on it. So once again, so you know I have to buy like a bunch of these packs of cotton pads because I go way overboard with the use of them. And so I just, after I shake it, because you have to shake it as you saw me shaking it, I take a few drops and I just put it on there. Okay. And then I just apply it to my skin. Like I said, it burns a little bit, nothing crazy. It doesn't even burn that bad even after I did the microdermabrasion. No, I don't do the microdermabrasion every night. Like I said, I can only do it once a week. So I'm not tearing up my skin every single night. Don't get it twisted. That I would never do. Okay. And while that's getting all settled and it's tingly, I like to put on a little lip balm. I'm not like particularly attached to any lip balm, but this is the one I'm using right now, AaaaaAAHHHH. And it's Pure Lip Restoration. I put this on every night. Feels good. Smells good. Smells like roses. Okay, so my skin's like all settled. It's not tingly. First thing I like to apply is my eye cream. And the eye cream that I have is All About Eyes by Clinique. And I just, this is a little trick my mom showed me. She never just puts it on the bottom lid. She puts it on the top and bottom lid. I don't know if everyone knew that, but I didn't know that till recently. She just showed me this like a couple weeks ago. So my little at-home beauty guru, my mommy. So I just put it all over the eye. I don't really know if these creams, these eye creams really reduce puff and circles, because some of it's fat, and the only way to get rid of that is to surgically get rid of it sometimes. But I do think that the skin requires moisture, and you know, when you put lotion on, you don't put your lotion there, like you wipe it everywhere except for the eye, because it actually says keep away from the eye. So this is like the one opportunity you have to really nourish the skin there. So I do think, for the purposes of elasticity, I think that these creams help. Okay, so now next I put on my Rapid Age Spot Pigment Lightening Serum by Murad. And I only put this in the spots where I have blemishes. Nowhere else. So just there and there. Right there. You actually have to be careful. I can't go too close to the eye, especially on that side, because I actually have some hypopigmentation by my eye. A little case of vitiligo. I'm not really sure if it's vitiligo, if it's just from like stress or something. Put it over that bump, because more than likely that bump is going to develop some hyperpigmentation. And then over my melasma. I don't put too much of anything beyond my nasolabial fold. Even when I was doing the chemical peel, I stay away from that area, because for me that area is very sensitive. Normally I have like really dark lines here, but I'm noticing that, like, you know, the resurfacing, the mechanical resurfacing is helping get rid of that, and also keeping everything very, very moisturized has helped to get rid of that, and also keeping anything that's kind of harsh away from that area. So nothing that burns gets to go there, because if anything burns me, like feels that tingly feeling in here, then I start to, like, you know, get some hyperpigmentation. So I only put on that dot, but I won't go in this area, right? Okay, so I think I got everybody. I don't know if I got that one. So just apply a little. Okay, so now my final step is to add my moisturizer. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge. Some people say it makes them feel sticky. I don't feel sticky when I use this, and it smells like nothing really. Yeah, it doesn't really have a smell. I like it, and I just lay it on. I don't rub it in, I just let it sit on my skin. And in the morning, my skin looks so dewy and happy. And then I make sure to put it on my neck as well. Put it all over my neck, because you gotta keep your neck moisturized. Okay, and I know I look silly, but this is how I go to bed every night. So thank you for joining me. This was awesome. I can't wait to do it again. Make sure to like and subscribe below. Bye.